Most estheticians are playing defense in their business, and it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you behind. You're waiting till your books are slow to start marketing, or waiting until income is tight to start taking action. And when you are reacting, you are already behind. It's crazy to see that some estheticians that are winning big aren't necessarily the most talented. They understand this concept that the best defense is actually offense. Today, I'm going to teach you how to be on the offense rather than always on the defense. Welcome to The Rebel Show, the podcast for estheticians who want to grow their business, master social media, and perfect their waxing technique. I'm Bree Mesquit, esthetician, business coach, and founder of Rebel Wax and First to Market Wax Pads. I built a 6-figure clientele, a 7-figure brand, and have trained over 15,000 waxers through my in-person and online courses. Are you struggling to book clients or market yourself? You're in the right place. Each week, I bring real business strategies, waxing education, and no BS advice to help you grow. Let's get into it. Okay, first of all, how did I even think of this? This is now I'm going on a rant and side tangent already, and we're just getting started. Welcome to me. Okay, anyways, I was sitting at my son's, my daughter, she's doing Muay Thai on Saturdays now. I'm sitting there and I heard her coach say the best defense is offense. I'm like, Ooh, I don't know if I've heard that one before. I was like, that's really good. And then I'm always relating things to business. So I'm like, wait, that relates so much to business and to building a clientele. Like, yes, like that was put into words I've never really thought of. Like, I've always taken those actions, but I've never thought of it in that way. But my point of that with this little side tangent is everything is content, you guys. Like, if you just have the filter on for always listening, like, what are your clients talking about? What are they praising you for? What were they nervous about before coming in? Like, what conversations do you continue to have in the treatment room? Those are pieces of content. I come up with things just by living my everyday life, and then I'll write it down. When something piques my curiosity like that, I write it down, and then I script out a podcast outline for you guys. So you can be inspired in your daily, most like what you would think are just like boring everyday routines. It can inspire content for you. Anyways, that's how I was inspired by this. So what does defense look like in our business? It's only posting when appointments are slow. For example, today, my girl's almost fully booked, but she has one spot left. I could be, and the old me would have been like, it's good enough, whatever. Like she's busy enough. No, heck no. Before I started filming right now, I posted last minute availability. You could send out a text blast. You could send out an email. Like, stop pumping the brakes just because things seem to be going well. That's when you need to go even harder. So playing defense looks like that. Playing defense is only asking for reviews when you remember to, or when you start to lose your ranking on Google and you're like, crap, I need more reviews so I can rank higher locally. That's playing defense. This is the biggest one. Waiting for motivation to create content. Okay. This is a prime example today. I had zero motivation. Now I'm having fun. This is my third episode filmed today. I love it. I love talking about this stuff with you guys, but I did not wake up saying, yay, I am so excited to go film 3 or 4 podcast episodes today. I didn't. I got excited though once I got talking, because all 3 episodes have been so heavy on how you guys can build your clientele, because that is exactly what I'm doing at my studio right now. But I didn't feel motivated. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings come and go. We cannot depend on feelings and that determine our actions. It's about creating discipline. And this is why my business coach was so hard on us about getting in the gym and losing the weight, because in order to lose weight, you have to develop discipline, and it directly translates into business. In order to build a thriving, successful business, you have to create discipline. Man, it's the best thing you could do. So if you're really struggling with discipline, get in the gym. Who cares about the weight loss of it? Get in the gym. It helps so much, and it's the best decision we have ever made for ourselves. But that's what defense can look like. Defense could also look like, oh, I'm going to wait till I feel confident or my business is a little bit bigger or better before I start marketing myself. What? Do you hear yourself? That doesn't even make any sense. How is your business supposed to grow and get bigger if you're not marketing yourself? I have to have a really strong reality check with you, okay? Someone needs to hear this. You're not a waxer anymore. Now we're assuming you have mastered your technique and you've decided to go solo. You could wax in your sleep with your eyes closed, okay? You're not a waxer anymore. That is secondary. You are a business owner, and business owners are marketers. You are in charge of marketing and advertising your business first and foremost before anything. So stop waiting. You need to be marketing so much that you annoy yourself. I am so annoyed with myself. Like, I am sending out 100 DM reach outs every day. I'm posting multiple times on TikTok. I'm saying the same crap over and over and over every single day. But guess what that resulted in? 31 bookings in the first 7 days from my new waxer, and she already has 69, actually now 70. I just booked another one from TikTok before filming. 70 clients on her books for this month. That doesn't happen by accident. That is marketing like a psycho crazy lady, and I'm annoyed with myself, and that is good. That is the sign we are looking for. So constantly saying things like, I'll start next month, or I don't know what to post, or I don't want to annoy people. Again, if you're not annoying first yourself and then annoying others, you're not marketing enough. Okay. So defensive business owners are owners that react. You react to crisis. You react to, oh crap, I don't have anyone on my books. Rent's almost due. I need to get my name out there. And then you throw out all these random last minute promotions, and it waters down your business, and it's terrible business. And that's not how we need to do it. You need to be on the offense. You guys are the ones that are going to create massive opportunity and sustainability in your business. So how do you play offense? What does that look like? Continuing to market when your books are full. My girls are literally fully booked today. They're almost fully booked for Thursday. They are fully booked for Wednesday. I'm continuing to market. That is not the time to stop. That's the time to continue to go even harder. They're asking every single happy client for a review, even when you are busy. Still ask for the review. Do not get complacent in this. You need to be continuing to ask for reviews. Okay, this just came to mind. My business coach told me this, and I experienced this like in real life recently in our product-based business. You need to have a healthy level of paranoia that there is someone riding your coattail that is looking to directly put you out of business. And I didn't fully understand what he meant by that when he first kind of shared that with us, but I experienced that on our product side. There are other wax brands who are not just marketing their own wax. That's fine, as they should. They're directly targeting us and trying to talk negatively about us, try to steal our customers. Really, I mean, to me, I take that as a sign of you're looking to put us out of business, steal our customers for yourselves. And that same goes for our client-focused businesses. You need to have a healthy paranoia, not a paranoia that puts you into paralysis and then you're like have massive anxiety and it makes you not take any action. It's a healthy level of paranoia that when money is easy and things are going good, that you do not stop. You do not take your foot off the accelerator. You continue. That's when you push even harder because there's someone behind you that is hungrier and broker, which that, gosh, I miss the days of being so incredibly broke because I was so freaking hungry. But I have learned how to harness that energy now, even though we're comfortable. We are not the big millionaires that people think that we are, but we are comfortable. We can pay our bills, but I've taken that energy that I used to have when we literally couldn't pay our bills, couldn't go on grocery runs, and I'm harnessing that to take massive action in my business. And if you guys are in that stage right now, utilize that. It's not a bad place to be. You have nothing to lose when you're in that stage, and that's what I miss. I literally had nothing to lose. If I completely failed, my worst case scenario was my current situation. There literally was no losing. You have so many shots on goal. Like, it's a really beautiful place to be if you know how to harness it correctly. At this point, I feel like I get a little bit nervous about taking big risks because there's so much more to lose at this point, and I really miss that phase of life. Now looking back, in that moment, I didn't know to appreciate that and to utilize that. But now looking back, and I get excited when I talk to you guys in person and you tell me where you're at. I'm like, dude, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. You have so much opportunity in front of you. Like, take shots on goal, as many as you possibly need. Okay, I got on a side tangent. I apologize. I do that often. Okay, so building your email list early. That's being on offense. Like, focus on that. Email marketing is huge. It is not dead, and not enough solo estheticians are utilizing it. This is why I love Gloss Genius, because they make email marketing super easy, and they have filters where you can target specific segments. For example, maybe people you haven't seen in over 3 months. You can send them a different type of email than you would for someone who it's been a little over a month, and you're just encouraging, hey, it's time to book your next wax appointment. Like, email marketing is huge, and it's one of the first things I have my coaching clients start to implement. Speaking of Gloss Genius, they are sponsoring the podcast. I'm so honored. This came about naturally because I use them and I love them and I talk about them all the time. Quick message from Gloss Genius. Gaps in your schedule, clients not rebooking, credit card fees eating into your profits. This probably sounds familiar. You want to be making more money, but there's only so many hours in the day, and most beauty entrepreneurs are already doing everything themselves, and half the time, you guys, I know I relate to this, barely even have time to sit down and eat lunch. That's why I love Gloss Genius. It's like having a mini assistant running in the background of your business, helping to fill your books, uncover revenue already sitting inside of your business, and taking care of so much of the admin side of things automatically. And unlike a lot of other systems, their point of sale actually helps you to make and keep more money. From rebooking clients right at checkout, to increasing the average ticket spend, to saving money with low flat rate processing and zero hidden fees. That one's huge for us at the studio. Ready to earn more and take back your time? Use code REBEL, REBEL, at glossgenius.com for 50% off your first 2 months of their premium plans. Gloss Genius is the go. I literally love them, and I'm so honored for them to be a sponsor of the show. It's our first sponsor. I'm very excited about this. Okay. Another way to be on offense is continuing to study and learning marketing and sales, even if you feel like you've gotten it pretty nailed. Like this, listening to my show, that is you continuing to learn. That is fantastic. Go check out other people as well. Continue to always be a student. Okay, especially the best place that you can be a student is marketing and sales. And then once you start having a team, leadership. That is my full focus right now. Marketing, sales, leadership, and also creating systems. So that's next is create your systems before the burnout. Okay, what's that look like? So for example, at the studio, I need my girls to be able to alert me when inventory is running low on something. So I created a system. We use Asana. We have all of our different items listed out, and they tag me and let me know when something's running low. We also have all of our inventory tracked in Gloss Genius, another way that they help me run my business. I have everything in there, and you can set up alerts. I actually would recommend that. The reason why we use Asana is because I use it in our product-based business as well. So with our warehouse staff, for you guys, use Gloss Genius, use their inventory tracker, and you can set alerts when you get to a low quantity amount. You will get an email and it's time to reorder. Set up these systems now before you learn the hard way of why you need these systems. For example, when you run out of wax and you have a full week ahead of you and now you're doing a panic run to SalonCentric or Cosmoprof or paying for overnight shipping. That's being on the defense. That is not being on the offense. Being on the offense is being a grown-up business owner and doing the things you need to do, even though it's really freaking boring. Like, I understand setting up systems and inventory is not fun. Another system that I have set up is scripts. So each time my girls run into a new problem of like, oh, this client had this complaint or this question or like this situation came up, what do I do? We sit down, we talk about it, we discuss it. I let them know how to handle it. And then I write a script for them and I put it in a Google document, and it's always up on the desktop and accessible at the studio. So now if they ever run into that situation again, they know exactly how to handle it. So you don't want to wait until things just completely implode before you build the systems. Start building and documenting everything you're doing on a daily basis as if you need to pass it along and teach someone else. I promise you, I know it's boring, but it is so incredibly huge. And then building relationships with people, like before you need something. Like I can't stand it. So obvious to me when people are reaching out to me or trying to befriend me just because they want something. Like it's so frustrating. It's so disingenuous and it's such a turnoff and I hate it. So don't be that to future potential clients either. Like I know every time I am out in public, especially here locally, I am representing our studio and our brand, and every person I come in contact with could be a potential future client. Not me going in with the intention though, oh, I'm only going to be nice to this lady because I want her to come into my studio. No. I'm being a decent human being. I'm building relationships with people. And if that naturally and organically leads into a new client or them feeling comfortable and trusting me enough to then refer friends and family, awesome, amazing. So stop playing offense or defense of, ooh, my books are slowing down. Let me like try to fake make friends with these people because I know that they know people that and they could blow my business up. Don't do that. It's so disingenuous. And again, it's being on defense when we need to be on offense. And I said this at the beginning, like some of the waxers and estheticians that are really winning right now, they're not the best waxers. And some of them I've actually had like to some of my trainings and their technique was not amazing. Do they get the job done? Do they hurt their and not hurt their clients? Yes, but not necessarily what I would deem like the most amazing technique, but their businesses are thriving and that's fantastic. Their clients are happy. They're coming back. So you guys have to, they're visible too. They're making themselves visible. They're posting, they're staying consistent. They're marketing themselves. At the end of the day, that you guys are marketers now. I hate to break it to you. I know people don't like that, but like that's what business is. No matter what industry you go into, if you open up your own business, you are a marketer. And that's what they really are good at. So yes, you need to have technique too. Like there's this happy medium. Like, do you have to be the absolute best? No. Can you completely suck? No, because sure, maybe you'll get people in the door, but they're going to not rebook with you. But you can land in the middle. Maybe you're not the best technique ever, but you have great bedside manner. You create a great client experience and you're a great marketer. You're going to be busy. I've seen it time and time again. So fear usually is the real problem in this and not choosing to go on the offense. It's because you're fearful of maybe being seen, of being judged, of criticism, especially from friends and family, not being good enough, the overall fear of putting yourself out there, really. That's the biggest fear. People are going to judge you. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's going to be fine. Everything's fine. A lot of times they do it quietly. Like, I always prefer, it's like, can you please talk behind my back? Like, you don't have to leave the comment. People used to, and it slowed down, but they would like screenshot stuff that they saw people say and then send it to me. I'm like, I was living perfectly fine today without having seen that. Like, people are going to judge you and they're going to criticize you, but it's because you're doing something. Like, that criticism can be coming from so many different places, but at the end of the day, as long as I know I'm walking in integrity, living to my core values that I have, and I don't really care. I don't really care what they're saying. I have an episode on this somewhere. You guys should go check it out. So I guess a key lessons I want you guys to take away from this is that confidence does not come first. You don't wait to feel confident before you start showing up. You show up and then you gain confidence. For example, my first speech on stage at a trade show was so bad. I love it though. Like, I love those moments because I've learned now, I've had enough experiences where I'm like, ooh, I'm brand new at this. Like, I'm going to bomb it and I can't wait to get better and then look back at this moment and be like, oh my gosh, look how far I've come, because I've done that so many times over and over. So I actually on that stage was nervous as heck, you guys. I don't know if I've ever been that nervous, like in a very, very, very long time. Very, very nervous. But I also knew in that moment to be like, this is your starting point. This is exciting. You're going to tell this story one day. And now here I am telling the story. And now I've been on stages with like 300 people in the audience and it's great. And I still get nervous, but I show up very confidently because I know what I put in the reps, you guys. I showed up when I was scared and when I wasn't confident. And now I built the confidence. And you guys can do that too. All right. So how to start playing offense. Really quick overview. Market before you need clients. Start building relationships. Learn business skills. Being here on the podcast is a step in that direction. Don't just learn it, implement it. Create momentum on a daily basis. Very important. Just because you're doing well and things are going well does not mean you take the foot off the pedal. All right. And then stop waiting for confidence, start showing up and start actually building confidence. So a few questions I want you to ask yourself right now. Where am I playing defense rather than offense? What have I been avoiding? Something just popped in your head. I know it did. Don't overthink this. I know right when I asked that question, it popped in your head. So that's the thing. What would an offensive move look like this week for me? And then am I creating opportunities or am I hoping and waiting for them to land in my lap? I mean, some people get lucky, but the majority of us, that's not going to happen. You got to go out there and make them. So this industry is super rewarding, you guys. There's so much success to be had, fun to be had. This can be fun, you guys. This can be fun. And it's doing the boring stuff. This sounds so weird, but it is. It's doing the boring, unsexy things that allow you to have a little bit more fun and freedom. So if you guys are dealing with fear of judgment, I want you to go listen to this episode next, okay? If you're listening on Spotify, then you'll head to episode 66. I will see you guys over there.